Yo homies, it's Ross, and this is the first part of my video series on how to use Trello. What is Trello? It is this app that you see on my monitor in front of me. And it's a visual tool for project management that's both free and easy to use. And the way to think of it is it's like editing and moving notes around on a virtual bulletin board. And since it's all digital, it's easy to make modifications and to share it with others. You can use this through the app. So this is a computer app. I also have a mobile app on my phone. You can also use a web browser. I recommend the Brave browser. It's my favorite. But people use Safari, people use Chrome, whatever. And so let's sort of get into how to use this. So Trello is grouped into things called boards, and the boards are sort of these individual pages. So this Trello video series is a board, but also I have a bunch of boards, right? So my video series, my food, so that's like shopping lists, and then my home maintenance. Those are all boards within my personal workspace. And then I also have a gaming workspace, and I have my World of Warcraft notes in there. So I'll demo that in a later video. But basically within a board, you have different lists. So lists are these columns that you see here. We've got planning, we've got in progress, we've got finishing touches. So I like to think of things as moving from left to right as I'm doing them. So that's why I have this sort of planning in progress, finishing touches type of design. But we can add more lists. We can move our lists around real easy. Add one, archive it. Archiving things is like deleting them, except less permanent. I'll get more into that in a little bit. But yeah, with these lists, they have individual cards. So we're going to have a couple extra cards here, card 1, card 2. And again, we can move these around within our list. We can move them to a different list. We can move the list as a whole. And then, yeah, you can even do a right-click move to move it to a different board if you want. So I have a whole bunch of boards, actually. But yeah, let's sort of dig into what you can do with a card. So let's just add some text on this first card. I'm going to add a couple bullet points. To do a bullet point, there's a lot of fancy formatting you can do, but I just like to keep it simple right now. So let's say bullet 1, bullet 2. I'm going to describe this some more. Cool. And then on the second card, let's add in a little checklist. I don't know. Let's say this is a shopping list. So let's get bananas. If I can spell bananas right, it would go a lot better for me. What else do we need? We need some bread because we're going to make a sandwich with bananas and peanut butter. Cool. So now we have a couple of cards. And hey, let's start working on them. So, you're working on your to-do items. I go to the grocery store, I buy my bananas, my bread, my peanut butter, and now you can see that the checklist has this fancy glow that lets us know that we're done with it. And maybe we have got like a couple more things to do before we're completely done with these, so we move them to the finishing touches, and then we go finish up what we're trying to do here, and then let's archive them. Like I said, archiving is like deleting something, but it's less permanent. Like if you were literally moving post-it notes around on a bulletin board, and then you wanted to get rid of something and you just toss it away in the recycle bin, you don't want to dig around in the recycle bin. It's going to be gross. But here, you don't have to do that. You can just go into the menu. Okay, we want to get card 2 back. You can see here that the card is archived. But what we do is we hit this move button, and yeah, let's just move it back to in progress right over here, and it's back. We can make more edits, and yeah, really convenient. And what I like about this the most is that I can use it on my computer and on my phone. And since I'm a fast typer, but like slow with my thumbs, it's really convenient for me to be able to, let's say, doing do like a shopping list on my computer and then have it available on my phone when I go to the store. So that is very convenient, very cool. So I think I hit most of these items. You can create checklists like shopping list or to-do item. You can also try to build interactive storyboard for like a creative writing project. For example, I've done like Dungeons and Dragons campaigns and planned out my story using Trello. And then you can also like do like a comic strip, do a storyboard for that, or a cartoon or whatever it is that you're trying to be creative with. And then it's also really convenient. Again, I sort of talked about my personal projects, but also group projects. Like if you're doing a group project for school or maybe a business venture, that's a great application for Trello. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that this is owned by the Australian company Atlassian, who also administer Jira. So that's a similar tool that is used for software development project management. And that's how I got introduced to these concepts. Is I work as a software engineer, and we kind of do something similar at work to manage our software projects. And then I took what I learned at work and applied it to my personal life to stay organized. And yeah, I found it really convenient. And since it's free, it's easy to use. I really like Trello and I recommend it to everybody. Cool. So that was my intro video. I'm going to see you in the next video. And in that one, I'm going to talk about how to get started using Trello, how to build your very first board. All right. Peace, homies.